Of course, yeah. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. It's the Board of Trustees regular meeting. The date is March 12th, 2019 at 7:30 p.m. This is meeting number 2019-05. Please take the roll.
President Barry,
Here.
Trustee Stalker,
Here.
Trustee Olenichek, don't see. Trustee Desmond,
Here.
Trustee Phelan, I will be a little late. And Trustee Vorder,
Here.
and Trustee Straight.
Yes.
Motion passes. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Would everyone rise for the pledge, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Do we have any public comments?
No.
No public comments. Thank you very much. Any conflict of interest to disclose with any item on tonight's agenda? Hearing none, we're going to move on. Oaklawn Police Department personnel promotion. Sergeant Thomas Nelson. How you doing, sir? Hello. Come on down.
Thank you. All right. Stay there, sir. Okay.
I'm good. No, stay up here.
I, Thomas Nelson,
I, Thomas Nelson,
having been promoted
have been promoted
to the rank of police sergeant
to the rank of police sergeant
in the village of Oaklawn, County of Cook,
in the village of Oaklawn, County of Cook,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of police sergeant
of police sergeant
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God. Thanks, sir.
Do you have anyone you'd like to introduce? Who's here with you?
Yeah, my family's all here. My wife Kelly, my kids Kyle, Olivia, and Jake, and my parents. Thank you guys for.
Anything you want to add?
Just another jewel to add to my collection of excellent supervisors. As I always thank the board and the mayor. I always come to you guys, and you guys always give me the okay. And I appreciate it, and I know the citizens appreciate it. Another jewel, as I said. Congratulations, Tom.
Keep up the good work.
Chief, I don't want you to go anywhere because our next item is wonderful news. Oaklawn Police Department Personnel Special Recognition. Police Officer Todd Hutner and Police Officer Thomas Culhane. Could you please come up, gentlemen?
Come on up, guys. Again, Mayor, this is, with great pride that I get to do this all the time.
Trustee Warder, would you like to join them as police liaison? Thank you.
So I just found out a couple of things this morning about this case that I didn't know about. First of all, I know when the call came in, Ulrich, 911 call taker, Heather Allen, who was involved in the last rescue that we had, there was a call, and I believe it was individual heart attack or something along those lines as well, and in Evergreen Park, and we recognized her that night, and again, she was involved in this one. She took the call, and she provided direction to the caller on this until our people arrived, and then they took over. So with that, I'm going to read what they're getting here. Okay, on February 11th, 2019, at 1:50 p.m., Officer Thomas Culhane and Officer Todd Hutner were dispatched to 8921 South Austin Avenue for an ambulance call. The caller to 911 advised his coworker had been there rehabbing a home with him when the victim fell to the ground and was not breathing. As I said, he called in. Heather Allen began giving him direction until the officers arrived. Officer Culhane and Officer Hutner arrived on scene, and Officer Culhane immediately grabbed the AED from his vehicle. Officer Culhane and Officer Hutner observed the victim laying on the floor with his eyes and mouth open and not breathing. They learned the victim had been down and unconscious for a short time. Officer Culhane could not locate a pulse, and the victim's face was gray and his lips were blue. Officer Culhane cut his shirt open, not his own, the victim's, and began doing CPR chest compressions while Officer Huttner prepared the AED for application. The AED pads were placed on the victim, which analyzed his heart rhythm and advised the shock, at which time a shock was given. Officer Culhane continued with chest compressions, and the victim began gasping and breathing on his own. Med 2 from our great fire department arrived on scene and prepared to transport the victim to the hospital. Officer Culhane went to Christ, and the ER doctor advised his vital signs were normal, but he was still unconscious, probably due to the fact that his heart had stopped for a short time. On February 12, 2019, Officer Culhane, being the officer that he is, along with all of our officers, went to Christ Hospital to check on the victim's status and was able to speak with the victim, who was awake and alert. Due to Officer Culhane and Officer Huttner's ability to recognize the serious nature of the call and immediately administer the AED properly and perform CPR, along with Heather Allen providing that information, the life of the victim was saved, and he will be able to recover from this life-threatening medical condition. Officer Culhane and Officer Huttner are most deserving of an Oak Lawn Police Department life-saving award. As I said, this is a total team effort here, from the initial call, from that witness or that individual who was working with this guy who started the procedure before officers arrived on scene, until the officers got there and did what they had to do, and then fire rescue shows up, they complete doing what they have to do, and then they transport them, and they save a life. Congratulations, guys. Let me put the old guy glasses down.
If I just turned off the camera,
Okay.
I should let you do the speech. Thank you. I just need to read one page, I know which one it is.
And again, thank you to the board for letting us do this. Thank you.
You want one more? One more picture?
One more. Get one?
It's a good picture.
Chief, officers, in the course of my life, I've wore a lot of hats. But I was never more proud than to wear the hat of the Oak Lawn Police Department. It's been a great organization for my entire life. And Chief, I'm glad to see that you're leading a hard-charging pack of men. It makes me proud to remember my days as a policeman. Congratulations again.
Anyone on the dais want to weigh in? Just thank you guys, and Chief, thank you also for recognizing the amazing work our dispatch does. Thank you very much. Okay. Item 7, request to approve the Richland School District 122 Color Fun Run to be held on Saturday, May 4th, 2019. May I have a motion on 7?
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Trustee Stalker made that motion.
I'll second.
Seconded by Trustee Vorderer. Any discussion? Let's call that vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
And no one from the school district here to speak about that, correct? Okay. Item 8, request to approve a Mother's Day, and my thing just scrolled to a different page. Hang on. So much for technology. Thanks, Jane. Request to approve a Mother's Day tent sale in the parking lot of Mariano's from May 9th through May 12th. This is item number 8. May I have a motion, please?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Trustee Stalker made that motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Trustee Vorderer. Very good. Any discussion? Call that vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Item 9 is approval of the meeting minutes for the regular meeting minutes 2019-04 dated February 26th, 2019. May I have a motion, please, on item 9?
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Trustee Vorder made that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, trustee Straight. Any discussion? Let's call that vote, please.
Trustee Stalker?
Abstain?
Trustee Oliniech's not here. Okay, trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Straight?
Yes.
Motion passes 301.
Thank you. New business by village trustees. Let's start out, District 5, trustee Stalker.
Good choice. I have nothing at this time, thank you.
Thank you. District 4.
Yeah, Mayor, I just want to make an announcement for the Oak Lawn Veterans of Foreign Wars, the VFW. They are going to do a blood drive a week from Saturday, March 23rd. It'll go from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's an opportunity to give blood to help some of the veterans, okay, that might be hospitalized at Hines and around the county. If you come and give us a pint of your blood, our auxiliary will put together a breakfast for you that you can't get anywhere. Eggs and bacon and ham, potatoes, all the fruit and sweet rolls. So put it on your calendar and donate a pint of blood to the Oak Lawn VFW on March 23rd. Thank you.
Thank you. District 3, trustee Straight.
No new business this evening.
Thank you. District 1, trustee Desmond.
I have no new business.
Thank you very much. This moves us on to item 11, village manager's report. Larry?
No additional items, Mayor.
Thank you. Item 12 is the consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda are routine or have been brought forward at the direction of the Board of Trustees and will be enacted with one motion. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Item 12A is ordinance 190508, an ordinance amending certain section of Title III of the Oak Lawn Village Code to allow for the addition of Chapter 30 entitled Mobile Food Vendors and Vehicles. B is an ordinance 190509, an ordinance amending certain sections of Title 8 and Title 6 of the Oak Lawn Village Code pertaining to property maintenance. Item C is Resolution 190516, resolution approving a land donation agreement between the Village of Oak Lawn and the Illinois Department of Transportation. D is Resolution 190517, resolution authorizing an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Oak Lawn and Metra. E is Resolution 190518, a resolution authorizing and approving a memorandum of agreement with the International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 150. F is Resolution 190519, resolution authorizing and approving a retirement agreement with Dan Whitkus. May I have a motion, please, on item 12?
I'll make that motion to approve.
Thank you, trustee Desmond made that motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, trustee Straight. Any discussion?
Yeah, Mayor, I'd like to pull B from the agenda.
Be like boy? Okay. Thank you. Any other discussion? Okay, we're voting on everything in item 12 except be like boy. Yeah.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Straight?
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0.
Thank you very much. 12, be like boy is ordinance 190509, an ordinance amending certain sections of Title 8 and Title 6 of the Oak Lawn Village Code pertaining to property maintenance. Trustee Vorder, you asked that to be removed?
Yeah, I'd like to just,
Let's do a motion on it first.
okay, motion to approve.
Thank you. Trustee Vorder made that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Trustee Desmond is our second. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mayor. Last year in the fall, this ordinance came before this board, and at that time, I made a motion to remove it for further discussion. One of the biggest problems I have as a trustee, and I believe other trustees experience the same thing, are these property maintenance issues in the spring. And it's quite a headache for me. People just are not on top of maintaining their lawns and weeds and problems. And the existing ordinance really kind of was tied the hands of the village to take strong corrective action. By the time these weeds and grass came to the village's attention, they were already 6 to 8 inches long. We went through the process of the ordinance, which would encumber the village for another 4 weeks before any action could be taken. And by that time, that house had kind of destroyed the looks of the neighborhood and the people's blocks, maybe even diminishing the property if properties were for sale. So I asked the village to see if we can tighten up this ordinance and give the village the authority and the power to act swiftly when these problems come up. And this is the result of all that work and discussion and time. And what it does is rather than 5 to 7 days before the village can take action, it's only 3 days. There's a notice put on your door, or you receive it in the mail, and you have 3 days to comply with these property issues before the village can take action. And of course, every case is unique. We can adjust that, but the village can take action. We also created in this ordinance a property maintenance situation to where if you're a renter or you're renting your property, you need a business license here. When you are in business, you are in the rental business, and there's a fee for that. You will pay half of that fee if, with the lease of your renter, you submit a contract for landscaping, a grass cutter who will maintain the property for you rather than putting that ominous on your tenant. I think this is a great ordinance. I think what the village is going to be able to take strong action and address these problems swiftly.
Were we amending any portion of this, or no? No? Okay. very
Well, yes, Mayor, we're going to, in legal and ordinance, we discussed, okay, putting even tighter restrictions on the business license qualification. If there is a lien on your property because we had to cut your grass and you haven't, okay, paid that lien, before you get a new business license, we're asking our lawyers to.
So council, can, that's in there?
It's not in there, it's gonna pass.
Okay.
Considered in its
So-
current form, and we will go back before the.
Okay, so we are not doing that tonight?
Correct.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
That's all, Mayor.
Any other discussion on this? Okay, let's call that vote, please. This is 12B like boy.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strike?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. 13 is Resolution 190520, a resolution waiving the competitive bidding requirement and authorizing the purchase of one 2019 Caterpillar CB34B MB paving compaction roller. May I have a motion on 13, please?
Motion approved.
Trustee Stalker made that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Trustee Desmond is our second. Any discussion? Let's call that vote, please.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strike?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. We're on to the village clerk's report. Jane?
Right. Approval of semi-monthly disbursements, number 2019-05D, dated March 12, 2019, in the amount of $5,619,591.53.
Thank you. May I have a motion on 14A, please?
Motion to pay the bills.
Trustee Vorder made that motion, seconded by trustee
Second.
Stalker. Thank you. Any discussion? Let's call that vote, please.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strike?
Yes.
One more thing, Mayor. Just a reminder, for the 2019 April 2nd consolidated election, early voting begins right here at the Village Hall on Monday, March 18th, and continues every day through April 1st. For dates and times, please go to the county website at www.cookcountyclerk.com, Village's website, or you can give me a call. Now, anybody in suburban Cook County can vote here in Oak Lawn at this early voting site. So if you don't bring people in, we like people to come into our town, and please do your civic duty. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Next is item 15, Village President's Report. I have no new business. Item 16, a motion to adjourn, please.
So, motion made.
Trustee Vorder made that motion.
Second.
Seconded by trustee Stalker. Any discussion?
15 minutes, Mayor, fast.
Let's call that vote,
All in
please.
favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
We are officially adjourned at 7:49 PM. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, that's right.